What Modern Family divorce changed the way the show was made? Why did the cast sue 20th Century Fox? And which of the Dunphy kids is a real-life member of Mensa? Hi, I'm Dylan, and you're watching OSSA Movies. Let's get started. Which Friends stars almost played Phil and Claire? When Modern Family creators Steve Levitan and Christopher Lloyd came up with the idea for the show, they wrote the role of Phil Dunphy expressly for Ty Burrell. We wrote Phil for Ty because there's something about the fact that this guy is unrelentingly nice, never stops trying, and is a big kid, Levitan told Arthur Mark Freeman, who recently wrote a book about the series. All of that applies to Ty. Yet ABC execs who produced the show weren't immediately sold on Burrell and auditioned multiple actors for the role. They even offered it to Matt LeBlanc, who played beloved Friends character Joey Tribbiani. It does make sense, since Joey definitely shared some of Phil's big kid charm, yet LeBlanc turned it down. Speaking to USA Today, he said, "I remember reading it thinking, this is a really good script, but I'm not the guy for this. I'd be doing the project an injustice to take this. I know what I can do, I know what I can't do. Plus, I'm having too much fun laying on the couch." However, LeBlanc did later get involved in a Modern Family wage dispute. How did that happen? Keep watching. LeBlanc was not the only Friends star approached to act on Modern Family. Lisa Kudrow was apparently one of ABC's top picks to play Claire, Phil's uptight wife. Yet Kudrow wasn't sold. "I thought, I don't know what I'd do with it," she told Access Hollywood Live. And so, that's all. Julie Bowen does know what to do with it, so it's all as it should be. While we would have loved a Joey and Phoebe reunion, we agree that it all worked out like it was meant to. There's no one who could have played Phil and Claire quite like Ty Burrell and Julie Bowen. Casting conundrums. So why did Burrell have to work so hard to land a role that was always meant for him? Well, apparently, ABC execs thought he was too dull. Really? The problem was that Burrell had previously played a very dull character in an unsuccessful ABC sitcom pilot. He pulled the role off so well that the execs thought he really was that boring. Yet Lloyd and Levitan, who had both worked with him before, knew that wasn't the case and continued fighting for him. "We knew him to be an extremely inventive and funny actor who hadn't been properly exploited yet by Hollywood," Lloyd told Freeman. "We thought this guy is waiting to be a star." After 12 weeks and 3 auditions, Burrell finally got the role, when he auditioned on camera rather than on an imposing theater stage. The rest, as they say, is history. Julie Bowen, who was pregnant with twins when she auditioned for the role of Claire, also faced challenges in landing her role. While execs didn't say anything about her pregnancy, she knew the timing was awful. "They kept bringing me in over and over and sort of staring at my humongous belly, and I thought, I'm never getting this job," she told People. So she herself actually took a step back and decided to go for another show where the character she auditioned to play was pregnant. But she couldn't stop thinking about Modern Family and so hustled to get back in the running. Ultimately, she won the role. In the pilot episode, producers hid her stomach behind kitchen appliances and laundry, but if you watch closely, you can clearly see that she's pregnant. As for family patriarch Jay Prichett, that role almost went to Craig T. Nelson. Yet Nelson reportedly wanted star money, so turned down the part. Ed ONeill was initially not too keen either, but agreed to do a courtesy meeting with the creators. Best known for playing iconic sitcom character Al Bundy in Married with Children for 11 seasons, he felt he was done with sitcoms. Yet after he read the Modern Family script, he knew he had to do it. Discussing this on the Jenny McCarthy show, ONeill said his agent warned him he wouldn't be paid as much as Nelson had asked for the role. His response? "I said, we'll get even later. This is a hit show. This is a can't-miss show." Coincidentally, Modern Family lasted for 11 seasons too, from 2009 to 2020. Perhaps ONeill has the magic touch? Sharing custody. Modern Family co-creators Christopher Lloyd and Steve Levitan were very different. They'd worked together on 90s sitcom Wings, but only officially joined forces in 2006, thinking they'd have greater success together than alone. Lloyd was best known for classy comedy Frasier, while Levitan was the man behind the less intellectual sitcom Just Shoot Me. Lloyd brought the heart and highbrow laughs, while Levitan had a more ridiculous and exaggerated comedy style, which worked well together. Whilst brainstorming sitcom ideas, they shared funny stories about their families and children, and the idea for Modern Family was born. While the show was an immediate hit, Levitan and Lloyd butted heads a lot. 2 years into the show's run, the two dissolved their partnership. Speaking to The Hollywood Reporter about their decision, Levitan said, "We often come at it from different points of view, so we said, let's just switch off who has final say." Their professional divorce meant that they had shared custody of Modern Family. The two split each season's episodes, meaning they each ran the show for half a season. Fans learned to tell the difference between a Steve episode, which generally had more zany moments, and a Chris episode, which was usually more heartfelt. Suing over salaries. That's not the only time things got heated behind the scenes. After the third successful season of the show, the adult cast of Modern Family banded together to renegotiate their contracts. In season 1, they'd each been paid between $30,000 to $90,000 per episode, but as the show continued its rise, they requested higher episode fees. Producers from 20th Century Fox Television refused to play ball, and so Ty Burrell, Julie Bowen, Jesse Tyler Ferguson, Eric Stonestreet, and Sofia Vergara filed a lawsuit against them. Already earning $200,000 an episode, better-known star ONeill wasn't a part of the suit, but he backed up his colleagues. Which famous actor who'd almost been part of the series advised them to stick together? None other than Matt LeBlanc. Jesse Tyler Ferguson reached out to him, as he knew the Friends cast had faced a similar situation. LeBlanc told Ferguson and his co-stars to stick together, saying, "You have to walk out or they won't take you seriously." The cast followed his advice, and the fourth season's first table read, where the cast read out the script together, had to be postponed. When hearing about this, LeBlanc jokingly texted Ferguson saying, "Hey, I killed it as Mitch today at the table read. Thanks for the opportunity." The cast ultimately dropped the suit when 20th Century Fox agreed to reasonable increases. They each earned $150,000 to $175,000, with increases every season, plus a percentage of back-end profits. ONeill's salary fell in line with his co-stars, but he got a higher percentage of back-end profits. Later that summer, the child stars also negotiated hefty increases, earning $70,000 per episode with $10,000 per season raises. In the final season, each adult star took home $500,000 per episode, and that's before factoring in their profit shares. The now grown-up child stars each took home $125,000 per episode. Not too shabby. Fun fact: Forbes magazine recently named Sofia Vergara the world's highest-paid actress in 2020, thanks to Modern Family and her new TV gig as a judge on America's Got Talent. True life inspiration. Modern Family's writers are famous for incorporating real-life stories into the show. Many episodes were inspired by the writers' experiences. For example, when one writer, Danny Zucker, was sick with gallstones and had to call 911, his wife did herself up to ensure she looked as attractive as possible for their hometown's famously attractive ENTs. This made the show. Writers also incorporated some of the cast's feelings and experiences. For example, Sofia Vergara couldn't stand Jay's beloved dog Stella in real life. After she kept making disgusted faces when the dog licked her, writers changed the storyline so that her character Gloria hated Stella too. Jesse Tyler Ferguson, who was gay both on and off screen, had to come out to his father 3 times before he accepted that he was gay. Speaking to Oprah Winfrey on Oprah's Next Chapter, he said he would conveniently forget. The last time was he asked me if I had a girlfriend, and I was like, "Dad, I'm gay. Do we have to go back to this every time?" While that couldn't have been easy to handle, it also made for great comedy. So writers made Ferguson's character Mitch explain in one of his on-camera interviews how he'd had to come out to Jay 3 times. Yet some things were not true to life. Known for playing Cameron, one of the most iconic gay characters in TV history, Eric Stonestreet is actually straight. Ferguson, who plays his husband, has made light-hearted jokes about the difference between Stonestreet's love life on and off screen, saying Stonestreet is gay for pay. One thing that is true of both the actor and his character though, their alter ego, Fizbo the Clown. Stonestreet in fact started dressing up as Fizbo at the age of 9 and dreamed of becoming a clown at the circus. He even performed at kids' birthday parties, and one of the Dunphy kids is gifted in real life. And no, it's not Ariel Winter who plays overachiever Alex, it's actually Nolan Gould, aka Luke, who has an IQ of 150 and is a member of Mensa. Ironically, Luke is of course known for being anything but academic. Which Modern Family actresses have potentially life-threatening conditions? Both Julie Bowen and Sarah Hyland, who play on-screen mother and daughter Claire and Haley Dunphy, have suffered serious health problems. Bowen suffers from a serious cardiovascular condition, which means her heartbeat is slower than it should be. It could potentially drop to dangerously low levels, which is why she had to have a pacemaker inserted when she was in her early 20s. That's why she's so dedicated to staying fit and jogs nearly every morning, something Claire does regularly on Modern Family too. Bowen says she's in excellent health now though. Hyland, who plays her on-screen daughter, suffers from kidney dysplasia, a condition she was born with. She's had over 16 surgeries throughout her life, including 2 kidney transplants during her time on the show. When her body rejected her first kidney from her father, she had to go on dialysis, a life-saving treatment that purifies the blood through a machine. She then received another kidney from her brother. The cast and crew of Modern Family actually had to wear surgical masks 3 years before the coronavirus struck. That's because when she had her second kidney transplant in 2017, they needed to take precautions to ensure she didn't get any infections. Hyland's super grateful for the love she's received from both her families, on and off set. What's your favorite episode of Modern Family? Tell us in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Stay awesome!